Video number 3, my healing manifesto. So some other points, these are a bit more 3D, a bit more matter, it being in your body. So 3 points that I put on there is treat your body as a temple, eat from the garden, so, and drink green juices and drink live water. So eating from the garden, why do we eat from the garden? Well, our bodies aren't made to process stuff that's made in a factory or in a lab. This plant-based absolute rubbish food that's out there at the moment, just because it says plant-based doesn't mean it isn't full of crap. Read the ingredients, but even better, start cooking for yourself. Make soups, make broths, make stews, eat raw, eat vegetables. They are alkaline and they are full of vitality. The best things that you can eat, live foods, are things like sprouted seeds that you can easily grow yourself. You can really easily go and buy a little seed sprouter. You can even make one out of an old jar. Google it, look on YouTube. Sprout your own seed. Always make sure you're chucking a handful of live sprouted seeds, broccoli seeds, alfalfa seeds, sunflower seeds. There's so many seed mixes out there. You can get a mixed bag of sprouting seeds, mung beans, all that kind of stuff, and they're full of vitality because they're growing. And if you can grow stuff yourself, even if you can buy these plant pot stackers, and you could put spinach and salad, kale, all these things that you can pick and they keep growing. You can have that in the corner of a room, as long as it's by the window and you're watering it. It's got some good soil in there, it'll grow. Green juices, I was doing juicing every day. Always started my day with a green juice. So again, you're getting live food in you. You're getting green, which is all the chlorophyll and the good stuff. If you really can't do your green juices every day, you can get green powders. So you can get chlorophyll powder, you can get chlorella powder, you can get spirulina. There's loads of them out there. I would also really recommend, is it Alma? Something like that it's called. It's a Chinese gooseberry, I think it comes from. It's really high in vitamin C. You can whack all those things into a green juice as well, or just mix them in some water, have a shot and drink it back. They all taste foul, but with your green juices, if you're making them yourself, you can just make them so yummy because you can put what you want in them. You might just do straight cucumber or straight celery, or cucumber and celery, or cucumber celery lemon and kale, spinach. Add an apple in there for a little bit of sweetness. Lemon always really helps with if it's quite bitter. I juice anything. I'll juice some lettuce, I'll juice some dandelion, I'll juice nettles, cleavers when they're out. There's stuff growing out there that is really good for us that you can chuck in a smoothie that costs nothing. The right time of year, you get out there and pick some stuff. They'll just give your drink a boost. You can whack in a smoothie. You could do yourself a smoothie. Green smoothies are great too. Live water. Water was such a big one for me. I was so confused about water, what water to drink. Distilled water, filtered water, these machines that you can get, ozoned water, all this stuff. But ultimately, don't drink tap water. It's full of stuff that you really don't want in your body. So invest in a good filter. I've got a filter, I've got a distiller, and the water that I drink, you can just have a straw in it or a spoon. Give it a stir before you drink it. Stirring it up makes it live, basically. One of my friends brought me a beautiful glass stirrer with crystals in it, and unfortunately it's smashed, but something like that's really going to liven your water up if it's got a bit of crystal energy as well. You can buy all kinds of gadgets for making your water better. If you've got a spring near you, you could drink spring water. I would advise getting it tested because there's just so much stuff on the fields these days that leaches into the springs and rivers, and so I would probably, if I collect spring water, I still filter it. Parasites get into water that's out in the fields or whatever. I've heard of a lot of people getting sick from just drinking spring water, thinking it's great. The best water you can actually drink from in nature is rainwater, but it's collecting it cleanly is really hard because that's distilled. And just to throw in there, it's not on my list, but urine therapy is amazing, and you have distilled that yourself, and it's your own medicine. It's like your homeopathic medicine. I know a lot of people get switched off. I spoke to someone about it last week and they were just like, oh, but it's waste, you're excreting it. It's not waste, it's overflow, and it's full of all minerals and vitamins and plasma. And I've just been away on this retreat and they were talking about, they actually had scientific data that was showing that the plasma in the blood of people who meditate decreases growth of cancer cells. Now there's plasma in urine. You don't have to drink it. You could put it in an enema. You could rub it on your skin. You could take microdose, just a couple of drops on your tongue. It's not that bad, especially if you're eating really well. And the thing with urine therapy is that if you've eaten something like maybe too much salt or something that was a bit overpowered, you'll notice the next day because your urine will taste of it and you'll be like, oh, I won't eat that again. I mean, I've really noticed it if I eat something shop bought, the amount of salt that's in that, I can really notice it from my urine the next day. So I'm just throwing that one in there. No, it's not for everyone. But a lot of people with cancer do urine therapy because it works. And there's an amazing book out there called Your Own Perfect Medicine. I just say keep an open mind and read it, and just read the miracles that are in there. There's YouTube, do some YouTube searching or something and hear the testimonials from people. But ultimately it is, I know that I went through the treatment that I did because I'd spent 2 years getting my body really healthy. I went in there fit and healthy. I wasn't weak. I wasn't already nutrient deficient. So some more tips for you. Take them or leave them. Pass them on. Lots of love.